What's up, travellers? Welcome back to the channel, SJ Aviation HQ, for another video here on the channel. This is the model review of the Starlux Airlines Airbus A350-900 by JC Wings in 1:100 scale. Before we go any further into the video though, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel, SJ Aviation HQ. If you like the sort of content of model reviews, airport updates and other great stuff like that, go ahead and support the channel by subscribing. And ding that post notification bell for the future content to the channel coming very soon. More model reviews and more airport updates, and also some unboxings coming to the channel very soon. And also, if you've made it this far into the video and you want to support the channel even further, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It will really help me out. So going into the video, I just wanted to give a heads up. The reason why I put this the box on the like this. Is the reason because the bottom panel is unable to, sorry, the box is unable to stand up on the bottom panel. So I thought it would be better for me to lay it down flat and to get an overview angle of the box. So when I'm showcasing the box. So if you do like this sort of layout of the box like this, do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll probably do it more in the future for more model reviews. So going into the video now, I'm going to read out some information about Starlux Airlines as an airline and some more information about the aircraft, the airframe of this aircraft. So founded on May the 2nd, 2018 and commencing operations on January the 23rd, 2020, Starlux Airlines is an international airline headquartered in Taipei, Taiwan, and had its main airport hub at Taipei's Taoyuan International Airport, from where they operate to 15 destinations across Asia, including Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, Macau, Malaysia, and Singapore. According to planespotters.net, Starlux Airlines operates an aircraft fleet consisting of 13 aircraft, including 10 Airbus A321neos, 3 Airbus A330-900 neos, and a total of 18 Airbus A350-900s on order, which include the future order of 8 Airbus A350-1000s. On January the 23rd, that was January the 23rd, 2020, Starlux Airlines operated its first ever flight between Taipei, Taoyuan, and Macau in Macau, just to the, I think it's just to the west of Hong Kong, and that was operated with their first ever Airbus A321neo. So going into some information about this aircraft now, this aircraft's MSN number, or the manufacturer serial number of this aircraft, is 480. This aircraft here was built as an Airbus A350-900, specifically a 941, because 41 is the aircraft designated code for Airbus built aircraft that are equipped with Rolls-Royce engines. This aircraft's first flight was conducted on September the 20th, 2022. This aircraft wore the test registration of Foxtrot-Whiskey Zulu Golf November, and was built and produced at Toulouse, France, because that's the main factory of where, or the main area of where the wide bodies for Airbus are built. Of course, the A380 was built in Toulouse. Of course, the A380 has now since gone out of production. But of course, the A350, the A330neos, and some of their narrow bodies, I think the A320s, A320neos, and of course the A319neos, I think, are still built in Toulouse. I think the A321neos are now built in Hamburg in Germany. And this aircraft is on order, but is soon to be delivered, as I have heard just before this video started. So the registration of the aircraft that we're looking at today is Bravo-58501. That aircraft again is an Airbus A350-900 at 941. Not yet delivered to Starlux Airlines, but as I just mentioned just now, is due to be delivered in the next maybe week or so. And this aircraft is equipped with 2 Rolls-Royce Trent XWB-84 engines. I do like how Starlux has the series of what type of aircraft it is in their registration. So like for the likes of this one, Bravo-58501, I like how they have 5, 8, and then they have the 5 to represent the 50, the 5 and the 50, number 50. So for the likes of the 321 Neos, it is their first one was Bravo-58201, and their A330, their first one was Bravo-58301. I do quite like how Starlux do that. It's quite nifty. So now let's go ahead and check out this box. It's pretty standard. It's one of the EW Wings boxes, of course. EW Wings is the side brand, I would guess, of or I would say of JC Wings when they don't have licensing for the aircraft or the airline. They have come out with newer boxes now with the new design on it. So I hope to get an aircraft that has that sort of like detailing on it. But the only real detail on this box is that it has this little sticker here saying that this aircraft is in 1:1 to scale, Starlux Airlines, and the rendering of the aircraft. The little bit of the emblem there, A350-900, titles at the bottom there, and the registration, Bravo-580, sorry, that's Bravo-58501. Only other real details is the warning information and the barcode and where the aircraft was made. Otherwise, there is nothing else on the box. As you can see, pretty standard. But I do like how EW Wings or JC Wings, if you want to call it like that, have come out with their newer boxes. Don't know if anyone has seen them, but I hope, as I mentioned, I hope to acquire one of them. One thing that this model and all the models that come with the orange boxes, I hope that EW Wings has continued this sort of thing with their newer boxes, is this sort of placard. You know, like I do like this sort of thing. You know, I do think that this should be a collector's item in any kind of model. It would kind of make the anesthetic quite better, in my opinion. So you can see it has like the overall, like the dimensions of the aircraft and the engine type and who made it. It is quite nice. I mean, I did also get one with my my Boeing Dreams Take Flight livery, and also the LATAM 777-300ERs, and of course and some other models. If you want to go ahead and check out those two model reviews I did of those two aircraft, go ahead and check out the playlist all the full playlist of model reviews I've done so far on the channel in the top right corner right about now. But without further ado, that is the reading out of the aircraft and the airline and the showcasing of the box. So let's go ahead and check out the model. And here we have the absolutely stunning Starlux Airlines Airbus A350-900 by JC Wings in 1:1 to scale. Doesn't it look absolutely beautiful? This livery is absolutely stunning. It suits the A350 quite a lot, and I am looking forward to eventually getting the A330neo in my collection as well. That also being by JC Wings. We'll be doing a model review of that in the future, so if you want to see that, also as I mentioned, din that bell icon for future notifications, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So in this portion of the video, I'm going to showcase the model up close to the camera, showing the details of this model and giving you some insights about what each of the components do. So let's go ahead and dive straight into the model review. So zooming into the aircraft first and foremost, and bringing the aircraft to the shot. Here we have the nose of the aircraft. In the middle of the shot is the window shades. So the copper windows, around that is what's known in the aviation world as the RACCOON mask. I think it gives the A350 quite a lot of anesthetic, and it just looks cool in my opinion. Here we have in the middle of the shot, we have the window wipers as well. Here in the shot we can see the nose cone. Underneath that is the weather radar. Now the purpose of that is to detect storms along the flight path and to give the pilots a visual indication of rainfall intensity. Also the possibility of turbulence as well. This enables the flight crew, that being the pilots, to navigate around any potentially hazarded areas along the assigned flight path of the flight. So that's some great information there. Here we have the nose gear with the digits 01, that be the last two digits of the registration. And here we have the nose wheel. As you can see, it does roll. I will showcase the landing gear very shortly. Here we have the L1 boarding door of this aircraft, and here we have below the cabin windows, we have the registration, Bravo-58501. Here, of course, are the cabin windows, and here we have on top of the aircraft, the beacon light there, anti-collision beacon light, and of course, just here we have the antenna, the first antenna on top of the fuselage. Here we have the L2 boarding door, the main boarding door of this aircraft, and here we have the absolutely stunning Starlux Billboard titles there, very, very beautiful indeed. And at the bottom there we can see the bottom antenna just there. Here we have, moving down the aircraft, in the middle of the shot there, we have the inside wing light, also known as the landing light. Very, very nice indeed. And then moving down, we have this side's engine. I believe this is the number 1 engine of the A350. Just going to zoom in momentarily, and so we can look inside the fan blade, inside the nacelle there at the fan blades. Very, very nice indeed. I'm a fan of this mold. It is very, very nice indeed. Giving you an up close view of the wing as well. Very, very nice indeed. And at the end of the wing here, you can't quite make it out, but you can sort of. In the middle of the shot, we can see these 2 strobe lights to the left of the red navigation light. Now the strobe lights, if you are wanting to identify whether the aircraft going overhead of you is an Airbus or a Boeing during night operations, if the strobe lights flash twice, it's an Airbus. If they flash once, it's a Boeing. And here we have the outside of the sharklet. The inside of the sharklet looks like that. Very, very nice. Or if I can get the inside of the sharklet of this side, try my best. You can see the inside of the sharklet. Very, very nice. That's quite difficult. At the top of the fuselage here, we can make out the second antenna on top of the fuselage. Here we have the L3 door, used in the event of emergencies. On the top of the fuselage here, we can see the SATCOM, or the Wi-Fi dome, that provides the in-flight entertainment on board the aircraft, or the IFE at the back of each seat. Here is the Airbus A350-900 titles, and moving down we have the registration again, Bravo-58501. And here is the L4 door. Can be used in the event of boarding or disembarking if the aircraft is on the ground. Can be used in both of those events. And here is the fourth, I think, another antenna on top of the aircraft. Here we have the tail fin of the aircraft, looking very, very sporty indeed. Of course, I think Starlux Airlines is also a sister airline of EVA Airways, or Eva Airways if you pronounce it like that, because of course this star you can see on the tail fin is also included in the logo of Eva Airways. Looking very, very nice indeed. Here is the rear elevators of the aircraft, with the logo light on the wing there. The logo light is aimed up to the tail fin, and is aimed to light up the company's markings on the tail fin of the aircraft. Also to help the ATC identify the company of the operator of the aircraft within an airfield. Also, it helps as a marketing tool for those that are within or around an airfield. So very, very nice indeed. And here is the APU, auxiliary power unit of this aircraft. So moving along to the other side, showing you the differences on this side, if I can get the aircraft into the shot. Here is the emergency escape hatch on the top of the aircraft there. Here is the forward baggage compartment of the aircraft. Here is the number 2 engine of the Airbus A350-900 or the A350 in general. Here is the green navigation light on the end of this wing. Here is the backwards cargo compartment of the aircraft, or the rear baggage compartment, and here is the tail fin. Looking at the landing gear now, you can just see here they do indeed tilt on the trucks that they are provided with, and they do roll as well. Now let's look at the bottom of the aircraft momentarily. Here is the entryway of, or where the nose wheel goes when the aircraft's landing gear are retracted. Very, very nicely detailed belly of the aircraft. Here is the Billboard titles of Starlux Airlines. Very, very nice indeed. Just there is the anti-collision beacon light, and there is the stand hole. Some nice detailing of the wing. And then if we look at the other side, we can just make out that this has the registration on it, just there. Very nice indeed. Here in the shot, once I can get it into the shot, just here is where the ram air turbine is located, or otherwise known as the RAT, that is used in the event of testing, and of course if the event of an engine goes down or something. Here is the rear baggage compartment upside down, and last but not least, here is the entryway of the APU. So overall, a very, very nice model. This model took quite a long time to get in stock. I think this model here was released in the August release of 2021, I believe, and I was able to acquire it maybe a couple of weeks ago. I bought the model from First Class Collectibles out of Hong Kong. I will leave a link in the description below leading you to that to the model if you are wanting to get one yourself. I would highly recommend getting this model. It is very, very nice indeed. Let me know what your opinion is of the model if you have one yourself. That is, and of course if you are wanting this model yourself, I really, as I mentioned, go ahead and get one yourself. So that does it for the main portion of the video, the model review of the Starlux Airbus A350-900 by JC Wings. If you are wanting to support my social media channels even further, I do have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and part of a Discord server. Have a website for my airport as well, and I am part, or soon enough, to the social realm of everything that I do. Coming very soon is the Patreon account. So Instagram, I got my airport account, Asia International Airport. That is my main Instagram page of everything I do, the ins and outs of the airport, where I showcase the model photos, and of course some videos as well. Host live streams of whenever a model release is announced, like the Gemini Jets releases, or NG models, or Phoenix models, or JC Wings as well. If you want to come along and support me on Instagram, go ahead and support me via the link at the top of the description in the socials area. Below that will be the infinite flight page that I have, where I upload images of my whereabouts around the world on Infinite Flight. And underneath there are other Instagram pages that I have as well. Go ahead and support them if you are interested. Below those Instagram links will be the Facebook and Twitter pages of my Astro Productions whereabouts. So if you don't know what Astro Productions is the parent kind of platform of everything that I do on social media, especially Instagram and of course YouTube, which those two are my main two platforms of which I'm active on. If you're wanting to go ahead and support me on there, go ahead and check out the links below. I'm part of a Discord server, the Global Aviation Alliance. What we do on there is talk about everything aviation. If you want to talk about models, want to talk about your favourite liveries, favourite aircraft, favourite overseas experiences, favourite plane spotting ventures, and of course, if you're also active on flight simulators, come along and join the Global Aviation Alliance. Let me know in the comment section below if you are interested in coming along and joining, and I will pass you along to one of the admins so that your application can be processed. I have a new website for Adelaide International Airport, adeladeairport.com. If you're wanting to go ahead and check out the link in the description below, I highly advise to go ahead and check out the website via a PC or a laptop, as of yet the airport's website is not yet compatible for a mobile device. So if you're wanting the utmost professional viewing of that website, as I mentioned, go ahead and check it out via a PC or a laptop. I am doing regular updates to the website and working on some nice updates coming very soon to the channel. To the website, which I will be announcing in an Instagram story or an Instagram post on my Instagram airport account. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, as I mentioned, go ahead and support me on Instagram. And soon enough to the social realm of everything that I do is the Patreon account, the Astro Productions Patreon account, where you could help me out in terms of affording a high class video editing software like Final Cut Pro or other things like that, and of course to provide you guys with the more professional content, including the likes of intros, outros, some background music, and some more graphics on the screen as well. And it could also help me out via helping me afford other models, and of course these days model aircraft, including the likes of Gemini jets, NG models, Phoenix models, JC wings. They are quite expensive these days, so helping me out affording them would be highly appreciated. So look out for when the launching of the Patreon account, as I mentioned, is going to be on Instagram as well. Everything that I do on Instagram is highly important of where the showcasing of everything I do. So that will do it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for coming along and joining me for the model review of the Starlux Airlines Airbus A350-900 by JC Wings. If you enjoy what you saw, go ahead and subscribe to the channel below. Hit that bell icon for post notifications for future videos coming soon to the channel, including the massive unboxing as I mentioned earlier in the video. And of course, share this video to your friends and of course the channel if you are interested in supporting the channel any further. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. So soon enough, on the right hand side will be the full playlist of model reviews I've done so far on the channel. On the left hand side will be the most recent video on the channel, and of course in the middle is where you can subscribe. But until next time, guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.